Hi everyone, Comic Book Reviewer here. This time we're reviewing on X-Men Adventures issue number 1. Now, X-Men Adventures follows the X-Men animated series very closely, but with some minor differences. Now, let's get on the story. Now, the story has, like, the Watcher introducing what's going on in the series, and we have Sabretooth who is attacking downtown. We shows a news report, and we have Jubilee's foster parents. Now, if you've watched the animated series, Jubilee's foster father doesn't have a name in the series, but in the comics, he's known as Martin, and so on. But it turns out, like in the animated series, he turns her into the mutant registration program, but Martha doesn't want to do it, because, you know, he cares about her. And Jubilee's worried about what will happen to her, and how this will take her away from her parents. Then one of the Sentinels show up, starts running around, and like some Terminator scan, it finds Jubilee. But luckily for her, it does trashes the bedroom, and Jubilee's parents just go in and find out what's happened. While playing at the arcade game at a mall, Jubilee accidentally melts the game, where, you know, the arcade manager finds out what happened and walks off. Then suddenly, you guessed it, the Sentinel shows up, and then the X-Men spring into action. Now, one would argue to why they're wearing large coats under their costumes. I mean, wouldn't it be a little bit suspicious? I mean, you know, seeing people in giant trench coats walking around in sort of gloves and that. I mean, they do have their own clothes in that. So they get into action, trying to save Jubilee. So one of the Sentinels see them, and they take it out quickly. It releases a knockout gas on Jubilee, but luckily Cyclops shows up to help and blasts the Sentinel to Kingdom Come. Meanwhile, Jubilee is in the special place until she's met by Storm and Wolverine, who get into action. Well, in the training room exercise, you have Morph and Beast who are training and such. And suddenly, you know, Jubilee wants to get out and head back home, but accidentally destroys one of the hospital sort of monitoring device. Meanwhile, Guy Ritchie shows up to talk with Jubilee's foster parents, and they have no idea who her friend is because she's been their foster child for almost a year. And he says that they will confiscate the damages that's been happened. So Jubilee gets out until one of the Sentinels show up, spray them with knockout gas, and knocks out. So Xavier monitors the Sentinels and explains about the registration program. So they get into action while Jubilee's in a sort of small containment room. And then the X-Men show up near the research center, where Morph gets out, disguises as one of the guards, takes the other guard out. The X-Men get into action, and suddenly Storm uses her weather abilities. Wolverine breaks in. Also, you know, they all take down security systems and that. Suddenly something happens. Morph sees something which confirms his death. So, yeah. The first issue is pretty good. It follows elements from the series, but with minor differences, like Jubilee's foster father's name is Martin. The X-Men wear drenched coats and spring right action right away without Jubilee bumping into Storm and Rogue. So, I give this a thumbs up. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.